What's up guys, welcome back to our Orca channel. We are going to learn another Naruto tutorial today. I hope you're all excited. So the opening I've picked for today's tutorial is Kanashimi or Yasashisa ni. Now if you've watched my cover on this opening, it's got about 3 flute parts. Today we are only going to learn the main flute part, which includes all of the important melodies. Okay, so this opening has a lot of sharps. For some of you, you might go a bit crazy looking at that, but don't be discouraged. If you struggle a lot when it comes to a lot of accidentals, you can run through the scale first before you go ahead and play this piece. It'll help you keep you on the right page and remember all the sharps that you've got to play. Right, I think we're ready to go. Alright, so there's no intro to this, it just gets straight into it. There are 2 rhythmic patterns that are really prevalent throughout this song. The first one you'll see really often is these crotchet triplets here. Make sure they're on time. I've explained this rhythm before in one of my other tutorials, you can go watch that after this video as well. But yeah, main thing is to remember that the first beat is on the first crotchet and the second beat comes in between the second and third crotchet. And here's the faster version for you. Okay, so this next bit here, we've got some ties, which are really important. What I usually like to do with ties, because they can be really annoying and really confusing, is I just take them off at first and play them as if the tie's not there. That really helps you make sure that you're playing the right rhythm, and then once you get used to it and you add the tie back on, it's going to be much more accurate. So there we go, we've learned the first phrase. Make sure you hold the minimum at the very end to its fullest value and you don't lift off too early, or you're going to break off your phrase. The next phrase again is actually a really similar thing to the first one. We have the triplet crotchets and then the ties. So once you know how to master these 2, you can pretty much play most of this. These 3 crotchets here are actually quite important, so I would suggest adding accents onto each of them. Okay, the next bit, you have 2 choices here. You can play it single tongue or you can play it double tongue. I'm pretty lazy though, so I just rather play with double tongue, and I think for me anyways, it sounds better. Keep your air flowing through the double tongue, otherwise it's going to sound really airy. And then we've got the syncopated semiquavers here. So yeah, I would suggest breaking it up into smaller pieces like that to practice the rhythm and the tonguing together. It'll be much easier to piece it all together in the end. Okay, this next melody here, same thing again, we've got some ties to screw our rhythm up. All you have to do is to take them off and practice it without the tie first. And if you listen to the opening from here, it actually just completely repeats itself all over again. So you've basically learnt the whole piece by learning half of it. The last little bit I just want to go through is this melody here. You might look at this and be like, this is really easy, it's just crotchets and there's nothing really difficult about this part. That is true, while the rhythm is actually really easy. The difficult part about this melody is to stay in tune and keep the phrase going. It's always really hard to keep the air flowing or keep the phrase going when you have longer notes. So that's what you'll have to look out for here. Usually for most people, C sharp is going to be out of tune. I don't know why, but it's just always been that way for the flute. C sharp and C as well, they're just really hard to play in tune. Maybe play to a tuner and just double check that you're in tune. And that is about everything I want to share with you today. I'm always open to comments on what kind of videos you'd like to see me do, whether it's a tutorial or a story time or whatever it is. Please comment below, I do read them. If you like the video, make sure you go watch the other ones over here as well. Thanks so much for staying with me until the end of this video. I shall see you next time. Bye guys!